Alright, thank you for watching, guys. This is Play the Game. This is going to be a Gold Paladin deck profile for 2016. Well, Jesse, go ahead. We have you, our player, presenting to us.
Yes, sir.
Then we have, off to the side, Derek.
Hello.
was a Vanguard player.
What?
Still might be. I don't know. Then we got Brian.
Brian.
Hello. How are you?
Hey, hey, Brian. You good, fam?
Alright, hit it off, Jesse.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the grade 3s. My first is for Gurgit.
Gurguit.
Yes. Yes, stride. Yeah, it's like a stride big or whatever you want to call it. So the ability for this one is I'll show you the first ability for GB2. When you're at GB2, you can blast 1, soul blast 1, and
You can turn it around and
yes,
read it.
that's good. Thank you. And at the beginning of the guard steps, that a battle attacked that attacked this unit, you may pay the cost. Look at 4 cards from the top of your deck. Search for one. So search for 1 card among them and call to the Guardian Circle as rest and shuffle your deck. I usually use this card for for PGs or for other cards like zeros or anything. It helps out. It helps out a lot with guard.
Apparently, though, if you're using your Gurgit's GB2 to guard, you're apparently in a tough situation since you have to use that.
Yes, this is mostly for tough situations if you want to sort of survive either big attacks. And the last skill for this is when a G unit strides on top of this, look at the counterblast 1. Look at 4 cards from the top of your deck. Call one of them and call one of them to rearguard and shuffle your deck, and that unit gains +2. Yeah, that skill's pretty good. Just to get the right cards.
It's pretty nice. It's a nice free plus. Even though it's Counterblast 1, most costs are usually Counterblast 1 for your superior call, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It helps out a lot with unit's power and stuff.
Well, Derek, Brian, any feedback on the grade 3 Gurgit?
Straight. You said pretty much everything.
Right.
I just think Gurgit's more of a late game defense than an early game card, but you can still use him as early game for calling units out to the rear guard.
Yeah, true.
You have to be more conservative on how you use Gurgit because late game can be really tight. Can be in tight situations, and Gurgit can help out with the late game ability to guard.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. 100%. All right. Let me show. Alright, next we'll do another grade 3. I run 4 Divinity Lancer Dragon. This card is, well, it's meh. It's just a base card for a gold Paladin trial deck. Usually the better grade 3 that you probably want to use is Azel with scissors. That's basically the one card that's a must need for Gurgit, I guess. But I don't really care much about putting Azel in there. I'm mostly because for this deck I was going cheap for it.
So it's a kind of a budget build, but
it's a little bit budget.
Trying to make it as competitive possible, right?
Yeah, and it's not that bad. Its skill is for your Unite, which is an ability where you call 2 or more cards to your rearguard circle or your guardian circle. So once that's active, you get to use the abilities. And with its skill, when it attacks a Vanguard, it gains +3 at the end of the battle, which is nice. Which is pretty nice because I have a lot of other cards that, boost with it, and a 14K is pretty good. And And when you use Gurgit's skill, it can actually be a 16k column. So
it doesn't really cost you anything either. So
yeah, yeah, it's a pretty free skill, which I like.
Like all you have to do is meet the condition, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I like about this card. If you want to go budget or if you want to run Ezel, it's either way's fine.
But this is your deck, so
yeah. But
budget
yeah,
it is.
but for other Vanguard players, yeah. Anyways, next are the grade 2s. I run 4 Knight of Springs like Paramore.
Oh boy, look at that SP.
Yes, this is pretty nice. Got this from my friend Robert.
Shout out to Robert. Thanks, Robert.
Yes, thanks, man. And its skill is unites. This gains +2, which is pretty good. Like 11k beef stick. I like it. And its skill is when it's placed on rearguard circle, count boss 1. Look at top 3 and search one among them. Call to rearguard at the same column as this, and put the rest on the bottom on any order. So you can call on. So I guess if you call it, you can either call it here or you can call it here. Doesn't really matter. Well,
I see you end up with like grade 2s in the back row sometimes.
Yeah, but most games I usually have either grade 1s or grade 0s, which is fine because with grade 0s I have other skills for that and which help out, which is okay. I like it. It's not as bad. Well, it's not good as Aqua Veil, but whatever. I like it. Liberators.
Liberators.
Anyways, next one. I run 4 Holy Mage Puil. This one's pretty standard. It's a pretty old card. On attack, when boosted count boss 1, check top 3 and call a unit to a rearguard circle.
Which is really nice because having more attacks is pretty viable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty viable if you want to get your grade 2s out or your grade 3s. I find it pretty good for 4.
Or if you're like a guy who runs no stand triggers, you're just like, oh, I need another attack.
Yeah.
Have fun.
True, but however you guys want to do it. Anyways, there's that. Next is the new card. I run 3 Knight of Remaining Sun Henderness?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, its skill is it's pretty good, and it's a rare. Canvas 1, Soul Blast 1. When it's placed on rearguard circle, look at the top 3 from your deck. Call one among them and call to rearguards, and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. And if you have a Garcia Vanguard, this unit and the unit that you call gain +3.
Wow.
Which is pretty good for a rare. I'm actually surprised about this.
A lot of the rares in this set are like...
Yeah, the rares in the set were pretty good. This came from GBTO 6? No. Oh, GBTO 8. That's the new set that came out. It's pretty good.
Came out with what? It was Genesis and
Genesis, Dark Irregulars, Royals.
No, it was more dominant for Genesis and.
Oh yeah, yes, yes. The main was Genesis and.
It was supposed to be Dark Irregulars.
Dark Irregulars as well. Yeah, those were the main Those were the main cards that got most of the support.
Which I find funny since like Genesis is a Unison clan and Dark Irregulars is the Darkness clan. So
yeah,
light and dark.
Yeah. That's pretty good too. I find it very nice. Anyways, next are the grade 1s. 3 regular PGs. Nothing too serious. I just use regular PGs just for Gurgit's abilities, which is GB2 skill, or Slay Me. I'll talk about Slay Me later.
So
yeah.
basically, when you guard with Gurgit and your opponent guard restricted you, if that gets called to the Guardian Circle, it's not from hand. So
Yeah,
you
it's
can
it's
activate his
from
ability.
yes, it's from Gurgit's skill, his GBT skill, which is really good.
Like it saves you.
Yeah, it saves me. That's why I use this instead of the unflippers, the unflipper PGs. Just
Like, do you even counterblast a lot, really?
no, not really.
Yeah, see.
Actually, I do counterblast a lot, but this deck unflips a lot, so which is really nice.
Sounds like bluish flame.
Yeah, yes. Anyways, next is base card, 4 Stride Fodders. Nothing really to
Everyone
say.
knows what Stride Fodder does.
Yes.
This card gains 2 grades to Stride.
And next is Jeffrey. Jeffrey's ability unites. At the end of the battle that this boosted, you pay the cost. This goes into the soul, and you draw a card. This is a really good plus engine for
Having hand is
for
very important.
Gurgit.
Like
Yes.
this game has become a pretty big resource.
Yes. Yes. They give us pretty nice cards for resource. I find it very nice. Anyways, here's the next one. I run 2 knife throwing knights Maligants. This card's pretty old, but its skill is Soul Blast 2. When it's placed on rearguard circle, if you have a gold Paladin Vanguard, you unflip 2.
So there's
So
your unflip
pretty
right
much
there.
counter charge 2.
And running too much would be
Just by Soul Blasting. Yeah. All I need is 2 in the deck.
because that's a total unflip 4, which is ridiculous already.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, next, grade zeros. I run 4 Scarface Lion. This is, I guess you can call it a Harpthun clone. Its skill is when the Vanguard attacks, it goes into the soul, plus 5,000 to your Vanguard, and you draw. This is for Gurgit. This is for the Gurgit.
Pretty a standard kind of trigger effect now.
Yes.
Like shoving soul to draw.
Yes. Next one is Flame of Victory. Pretty standard for this one too. Its ability is act ability into soul +3 to a gold paladin unit. Pretty standard. Came in the trial deck too, which is nice. I like the art. Now next is 4 stand triggers. This one is alright. This one is player of hope pipe Garcia whatever. Its skill is unites. When this unit attacked or it boosted, this goes into the soul and counter charge 1. Pretty good for a stand trigger. I find it better than Gigantic Charger or whatever it is called.
You can search it up right now.
It's a gold paladin units from the really old GBT sets. I think its skill was when a unit is placed on rearguard circle, that goes to the bottom of the deck, and yeah, it gains and that unit gains +5, but I like this card better. So
that's Royal Paladin. That's not Royal Paladin.
So let's go to the next one. Here's the basic 4 heal triggers.
Heal triggers.
Nothing really to say. Any heal triggers fine.
Imagine if heals had abilities.
Yes.
Like Lozenji Magus.
Yes. Next is the starter. This one's in the trial deck. Unites into soul. Look at 3. It's an act ability. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Call 1 among them, and that unit gains +2.
Now that seems like the deck. How about your G zone?
Alright. For the G zone, I run 4 Scourge Point. Card's really good. For this card, yeah, its ability is when a unit is placed on rearguard from your deck, this unit and this card and that unit gain +5. So yeah, pretty standard. All right, next is the new G unit. All right, it's called Gold Dragon Glorious Rain Dragon. This is the new card from the new set.
BTA.
Yes. To activate it, you have to have Unite. Its skill is +1. Choose another copy of this, and turn it face up, and choose 2 of your rear guards and put them to the bottom of your deck. When this attacks, pay the cost. Look at 7 cards from the top of your deck. Search up to the same number of cards from among them as the number of face-up cards in your G zone. Call them to rear guard, 2 separate rear guards. And if you have 3 or more cards, countercharge 1 and soul charge 1. Pretty good. So if you have like, I don't know, like let's say you have these like 6, you can call 6. That's pretty
Which
much
is
it.
impossible since you only have 5 regards. Why would you?
Yes.
You call 5 though, which is ridiculous still.
True, but anyways, this card's mostly for extra attacks.
It can get pretty scary.
Yes, it's pretty scary. You can get like at least 5.
Like if
5
giant
attacks.
numbers aren't scary enough, multiple attacks are even more threatening.
Agreed. Anyways, next is pretty much Gurgit's the Stride.
Wow, 2 SPs. You're making me jealous.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes, they're pretty good. Anyways, Axe skill, Unites, GB2 skill, +1, Soul Blast 2. This unit gains +5 for each of your rear guards until the end of turn, and then choose up to 5 of your rear guards, and they gain +5.
Pretty good.
Which is pretty good. You can power up your rear guards a whole lot. Anyways, next is
Golden Knight of Incandescent?
yeah,
Incandescence.
a Babu, I don't know.
I remember.
Yeah, a Babu Kiss.
Bibbidi boppity boo.
Yes.
Sounds like an Ebrokiss.
Yes, you're right, Derek. Anyways, yeah, this card's pretty good. When placed on Vanguard Circle, +1, Soul Blast 1. Look at top 2 from the top of your deck. Search 1 from among them. Call to open rear guard, and put the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. I don't really use it that much, but I believe it's a good card to use.
It's one of those like nice Tekken cards, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's just a Tekken, just in case.
And we can always use that back, right?
Yes. And last but not least, 4 G guards. Here's the card that I was talking about earlier, Slamey. Yes, I do run 4 Slamies. No, like 2 Slamey or 2 of the other G guard. I run 4 because I think 4 is pretty good for this deck. Anyways, its skill is when placed on Guardian Circle, choose 1 of your rear guards, put to the bottom of your deck, and you look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose 2 cards with different grades among them, and call it to Guardian Circle, and then shuffle your deck.
Lots more defense.
Yes, a lot more defense. I like this card because I can use PG. I can use the PGs to call it out, and just in case no guard, for guard restrict, and yeah, I just think it's pretty good because send a unit back, so like you can send a a trigger or whatever. I find it very nice. Tekken.
Alright, well, that's the deck, right?
Yes, it is.
Any feedback from you? You've been out of the loop for a while there.
So many cards.
Yeah.
Is that all you have to say after all this time there?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, I had bought two of the like the little like half decks for Gold Paladin, and so I've seen a bit of what it can do. I can see that with just that basis deck, you do get a lot of good cards that will be used for you can upgrade a lot off of it. The only problem is that if you just keep with that that like standard like deck and not do anything with it, you're gonna run out of counterblast material.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I know.
Yeah. True. But yeah, that's why I mostly have, other cards like the Great One or the Stamp Trigger, mostly for counter charge. I find it pretty balanced for this deck, but.
All right, Brian. Anything? Any feedback?
No, I think he pretty much said everything. I mean, Gold Paladins have gotten some pretty weird support, but it's doable. You can still win games with it, and whether it's budget or non-budget, it's a Stride format where Stride kind of like has your back in a way to keep on fighting with your units on the battlefield.
Yeah, to keep up with it.
So
with
it's
other
a pretty
cards.
strong deck in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Just gotta know what you're doing and gotta know what you're facing.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, thanks for watching. This is Play the Game. Leave your comments in the comment section below.